Good afternoon, Pure Water Technology. My name is Tom Grange, for those of you that don't know me. Hopefully, this video is being viewed by our CEO and maybe the entire leadership team. For those of you that don't know me, I am with the sales department in Chicago. I've been with the company for almost 5 years. This presentation is a proposal on how to get PWT to the next level when it comes to growth. This project is part of my bachelor's capstone for my Bachelor's of Science in Communication, which I will be completing in approximately the next 3 weeks. 2016 brought Pure Water Technology phenomenal growth. We saw growth in revenue, substantial growth in valuable personnel who are contributing to the organization exponentially. We have expanded our locations. It's been clear for years that we have the most superior water purification product on the market. With a background in water technology as one of the primary designers of the purification system for the U.S. Navy, this is why I have my name affiliated with our product. The only reason is because our product actually works. We have struggled for years. Luckily, we have good financial backing. But we are emerging as the leader in the water purification industry. Now it's time to take it to the next step and beyond. I have great vision for this company, and I hope the leadership team shares that vision and is open to new ideas to bring this to fruition. As the author of this PowerPoint and video presentation, I'm going to try to provide a roadmap on how to do that. The key to success, it's in all of our hands right now, right here. The advancements that we've made, the achievements that we accomplished in 2016, I feel are based on 3 key components. First, our CEO reorganized the structure of the organization and the leadership team. Brought in specific individuals, opened up new areas in human resources, in the sales area, in marketing, customer service. We have refined traditional sales methods such as cold calling and prospecting, whether that's on the phone or whether it's out in the field. And we have, through my expertise, we have implemented some small amounts of public relations through my networking and through my speaking engagements because of my background in water technology. All of these areas have come together and have created this growth that we've seen this year. So let me tell you a little bit about the objectives of this presentation. I want to introduce some new ideas, methods, and strategies to help improve our growth. This is my area of expertise. I want to provide and demonstrate that these methods actually work. And also want to demonstrate that implementing these methods is not only practical but affordable for an organization that has a limited marketing and public relations budget. You know, there's a certain rationale for public relations as a tool to create exponential growth. Public relations creates it creates awareness of important events, not only outside the organization, but inside the organization. It also bonds the two together and promotes an openness and open dialogue between what goes on within the organization and the people that we're trying to reach outside of the organization. Public relations, whether it's the announcement of a new product or a promotion within the company, it brings the organization together with the global community. So how do we increase our unprecedented growth in 2016? How do we do this in 2017? Well, we utilize public relations. I mean, public relations is so powerful. It can be used to build, which is my intention here with Pure Water Technology. It can be used to destroy. We see this in the political arena all the time. We see it in the business arena. Careers can be made and careers can be broken by the power of public relations. Public relations is not only practical, it's not only necessary, but it's also affordable. And most important, it is the next logical step for Pure Water Technology if we want to see continued growth. Public relations is complicated. As you can see from the diagram, there are many areas within communication, and public relations is just one portion of that. It takes an individual that understands the complexities of both internal communication, external communication, whether it's verbal communication, whether it's written, whether it's personal, interpersonal. And this is exactly what I've spent the last 5 years of my life doing in school. Here are just a few of the areas within communication that all fall within the area of public relations. You have consumer behavior, communication models, behavioral communication, cultural communication. Again, public relations, general communication, marketing, intercultural, psychology. It's very complex, although on the surface, it can be simplified. Most people think what we do in public relations is simply media relations. And it's probably because what the public mostly understands about public relations is what we see on the television during an election year. If you look at the chart on the right, this is what we actually do. We not only do media relations, we do internal communication. We work with digital new media. reputation management, which is one of my specialties, community relations, extremely important to the growth of a company. And we have done some of this working with the community. We've had our Lake Michigan beach cleanup days. We've helped feed the children. But who knows about it? Yes, it's important to do these things just because we should. But it's also important that the outside world knows who we are. And by doing these things, it tells the public exactly who we are. People and an organization of character. Should there be a problem with one of our products out there, public relations deals with crisis communication. Not so much of an issue in our area of the world. Event planning, going back to cleaning up the beaches, helping feed the children. The public, our customers need to know that this is who we are. This is what we do. This is how we build the business through public relations, relaying what our character is. Public relations is a little different from advertising. In public relations, we deal with, as you saw previously, different communication tools, specialized audiences. We create a favorable environment for the organization's survival, where advertising is more focused on the mass media outlets, the external audiences. But the two definitely need to work hand in hand and should never be just one department. They need to be two departments with two separate heads. One who specializes in public relations, the other who specializes in marketing. And they need to have a strong working relationship, as they do go hand in hand. Now, most public relations strategies are available at little or no cost. I mean, I personally have the ability to write up a press release about an issue, and with the push of my enter key, I can send it out either nationally, globally, whichever I choose, to every news media, every news agency, newspaper in the country or globally. And they're read. And not only do I have the ability to do that once, but I can send the press release out every 48 hours. I've dealt with organizations for myself, for friends, other people that are close to me that have had issues with companies on products or with products. These companies didn't want to either replace or work with these individuals or myself. Well, the minute electronic press release is mentioned, all of a sudden the CEO is involved and they're willing to do what it takes. That's because the CEOs of big companies, AT&T for example, Samsung, they understand the power of the electronic press release and media alerts, print, just the overall power of public relations as it is. Pitch letters are very powerful to the news media. Unfortunately, with smaller companies, we don't always understand it because there's no time for it, there's no budget for it. Now, when it comes to pure water technology, and I've been talking about public relations since day one, we have missed so many opportunities to increase our sales, get the word out about our company through public relations. Back in October of 2012, and I can't believe it's been so long already, we launched the 3i Advanced Water Purification System. The most advanced water purification system on the planet, with no advertising, no public relations. In February of 2013, we launched the Blue V, a down-featured version of the 3i. Yes, not one of my favorite products because it doesn't contain the oxygen. But for somebody or an organization that is on a tight budget, it's a little bit less money. Still a superior product. Both of these products do exactly what we say they do. We launched a program with Egg Harbor, the restaurant chain. They're extremely pleased with what we've done. We've created a new vertical for the company, although it might not be a major area that we want to push. That vertical has been created. And this customer, they're ecstatic with what we've done. We need to do co-op advertising with them. We need to get this out there through a public relations strategy. Soon, officially, in November, although the product's not technically available yet, we launched the 2i Advanced Water Purification System. The little brother or little sister of the 3i. Perfect for small offices, maybe 1 to 10 employees at a slightly lower price point than the 3i. We need to get the word out there that this product is coming. It's also perfect for homeowners, although that's not our target market. But there are many people that want our product that just can't afford the 3i. The 2i is perfect. And then again, back to some of the community things that we do. The beach cleanup days, Feed the Children Day. Our public, our customers, they need to know about this. And the way to do it is through public relations. Now, I've already conducted some preliminary research. And this has been done through academic article research on the power of public relations. It's been written up in a report as part of this project. There are many pieces that identify and demonstrate the power of public relations. I've spent the last 5 years of my life doing academic research on the subject of communication with a particular focus in public relations. Recently, again, for this project, I have reviewed many of my academic textbooks, again, specifically the areas related to the power of public relations. Now, I mentioned that many of the programs to get the word out are at little or no cost. And that's absolutely correct. The program that I use personally is absolutely free. And it's an extremely professional and powerful tool. But there are some startup costs involved. And that would be to have the right person start this program, namely myself. It would require the title of Vice President of Public Relations, a $60,000 increase in salary, and a 12-year annual increase in car allowance. And an expense account and a budget, obviously, already knowing that it would be small, to be determined. As far as the implementation of a public relations department and these strategies, we need to start now. We're almost in 2017. Through the methods that we've been using, yes, we have seen phenomenal growth. We've had a great year. But utilizing these methods, these current methods, can only go so far. I mean, there are organizations and individuals that can't be reached through dialing the telephone or cold calling. And we know that it's becoming even more and more difficult with gatekeepers, no soliciting signs. We have some really great customers, but we have even bigger customers to reach. Many of those customers are only going to be reached through the power of public relations and social media, namely programs like LinkedIn, and through networking, and through someone like myself publicly speaking about the need for our product, what we do, and who we are. This is one of the final pieces of my capstone project. The final deliverable to the company. What I plan on doing is I intend to write 2 launchable electronic press releases. One for the 3i, even though the product's been on the market since 2012, with the right verbiage, it can be explosive. And I know just the angle to approach it from. And I intend to write a launchable electronic press release for the 2i. Hopefully, when these have been seen, you'll understand the power of public relations. The time is now. And this type of change, this type of implementation, it requires someone that not only understands the industry, but has a vision for the company, a vision outside of the box for the product, extensive knowledge of water and water technology and the problems within our drinking water today, someone with charisma and strong communication skills to engage the media, the public, and our customers, and someone that has complete understanding of the varying forms of communication and all of the elements that you've seen here today that are contained within those forms. I thank you for your time, and I hope that you will seriously consider my proposal and that we can continue negotiations on this subject. Thank you, and have a great afternoon.